Hi everyone, how are you all? Another Friday is upon us, and for this free-for-all Friday I've been inspired by some post-it note covers I used to make, and I forgot all about them, and when I was having a bit of a clear out the other day I found one. So I'm going to update it with some of the new stamp sets. They're a nice little gift for people who have joined your team, or perhaps just as a little bit of a thank you. And I'm going to use the Butterfly Gala set because it's got a little note. And I've gone through all my stamp sets because I knew I'd seen a little note somewhere. And then I think it was probably one of the last ones I looked at. And I'm going to be using some of the colours which are going to be retiring in the next annual catalogue. So I thought I'd show them a little bit of love before they go. So I'm using Berry Burst and Powder Pink. So the piece of cardstock is 7 inches by 3¼ inches. And I'm going to score it at 3¼ and 3¾ So I'm going to bring in my scoring board here. 3¼ and 3¾ There we go, and I'm just going to fold that in now. Got a bit of a frog in my throat now. There we go. So that's the cover for our post-it. How easy is that? So they would make really nice little gifts, or even swaps if you go into convention. I'm just going to fold that down slightly. I'm just going to use my bone folder to give it a little bit of a crisper feel to it. Then I've cut some powder pink, and that's a 3-inch square, and that's going to go as the first layer. I'm just going to put that, I'm going to open it back up just to make sure that I'm sticking it down straight and completely square. There we go. Then I'm going to stamp a little note. There it is. And as I say, I'm using the Butterfly Gala set, and then I'm going to use the butterfly coming off there then. I go through post-its quite a lot in my craft. I think I've got some dirt or something on my ink pad, I think, in my craft room. So these are quite handy for any sort of crafters. I'm going to just put it, I think I'll put it centrally. Just take it off gently, there we go. And then I'm going to ink up the butterfly. So I'm going to use the Berry Burst for the outline of the butterfly, and it's going to stamp a big and a small butterfly. I'm going to actually use a small butterfly as the center of my big butterfly. So there it goes. And I'm just going to then, I'm going to give it a quick wipe over on the side before I clean it properly. I'm going to use the powder pink then as the center point. I'm going to fill in the colours on it, if that makes sense. There we go. So the nice thing is about this set, if you wanted to, you could colour it. If not, they've got the filler images on the sheet as well. I'm going to do the top part of his wings first, and then the bottom part. If I was really clever, or if I had the Stamparatus out, I could have done it all in one go. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to wimp out of that one. So there we go. I'm just going to stamp the inside of the wings. Then I'm going to do the bottom part. I'm going to lay all my ones that need to be cleaned on there for now. And then I'm going to do the same with the little butterfly shape. that there because that's my cleaning lot. And obviously because it is a pale pink, you've got to look really carefully to make sure that it has transferred onto your stamp, because you don't really know until you press down. And then I'm going to stamp his little body, and I'm going to stamp his body in Berry Burst. So as you can see, this is quite a quick, easy project. I'm just going to slice the top off because, oh no, I don't need to. I was thinking it was the other way around then. So the punch has got them both together. So I'm just going to bring the punch in now. Just move it around slightly until I get it in the right place. There we go. And what I'm going to do then is, with a little foam pad, I'm going to just layer the little butterfly on top of the bigger butterfly, like that, to make him more three-dimensional. And I'm just going to fold his wings up a little bit. I'm going to carefully stick this now on here without getting my inky fingers over it, because inky fingers and white cardstock are not a good combination unless you're meaning to take somebody's fingerprints. There we go. Center that on there. What I'm actually going to do then is put tape. This will be the back cover of my post-it note cover, and I'm being quite generous because you don't want your post-it notes falling out. And the white part of your post-its, you're going to butt your post-it up to your score line and press down hard. There we go, and fold it back over. And then what I'm going to do is put my butterfly in the middle. And even though I'm going to curl his or her wings up, I'm going to put quite a few foam pads on them because they might have a little bit of a bashing otherwise. Bring another one in as well, I think. Let's just bend that up slightly again. I'm going to put it in the center there, and I'm going to bring up his middle wings. I'm going to just grab some of the little sequins and find a knife and put one in the middle of the body there, and a few more come in. As if it's showing which way he's flown. And there it is. A dinky little post-it note holder, a little cover there. So how simple is that? And as I say, it's just a nice little gift for somebody. I go through post-its like fun in my classroom mainly. So once again, I'll tell you the dimensions again. You need a piece of cardstock, which is 7 inches by 3 1/4 inches. You need to score them at 3 1/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. It depends on the thickness of your post-it. So if you've got a particularly thick one, you'll need to measure that, the spine of it there. On the top then, I've used a 3-inch square for the powder pink, and the 2 3/4 inch square then for the white layer. So there it is, up in close up. And I've used Butterfly Gala because it's got a little note. But if you haven't got that one and you've got Lift Me Up, That's a nice one because it says just a little note to lift your spirits. That's another nice one you could use. So, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a lovely weekend. I'm hoping to get some videos done this weekend. Last weekend was a bit chaotic. So I'm hoping to have a little bit more time on my hands this week. And then one more week in work, and then is the Easter holidays. So I'll have a little bit more crafting time ahead of me. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care and hwyl fawr. Bye.